What's the hubbub? The DCU versus DCEU arguing is getting chippy. I will tell you guys where I stand on it. No, I don't go around reporting channels either. Overall, I don't believe Restore Snyder channels benefiting off of Gunn for subscribers should be reported or taken down just for their grifting. I do think harsh critics gets into some areas past the boundaries though at times. Recently, a viewer brought it to my attention that he inferred someone as being a school shooter, then seemed to let his subscribers know. It's all good to rip into him in the comments. Take a look.
And go to the gym. These James Gunn fans, they're weird. Most of them, like 3C Films and all these clowns, like Emergency Awesome and, you know, the guys that make videos about me, they look like school people. Those school people. They have that face, that school face. But like I said, some of these guys need plastic surgery. But let's just jump into the video and talk about or listen to Mr. Ohan, because I know y'all gonna tear him up in the comments. But let's go.
Even when Aaron Fischer or 4KO directed some videos towards me or mine towards them, there were some limits. Reaction videos are a staple of YouTube, and both sides have engaged in this, which is totally cool and I think entertaining for many. It can even open up debate for hopeful common ground. Well, one day, Harsh sometimes needs to check himself though. He's gotten into the weeds, going after the looks and ages of actors before, which I thought crossed a line. I didn't report him, but I wish he'd take a step back and realize we are going to have some YouTube viewers, especially younger ones that are impressionable.
Dick Cornball is an ugly Superman. Let's just face it. He's not masculine. I think these are just ugly characters. There's an ugly Lois Lane, an ugly Superman, a pretty boy Lex. They're ugly characters. It's an ugly cast. He looks like one of the Coneheads. Remember the Coneheads with Dan Aykroyd? He looks like a Conehead. He looks like a cornball, a cross-eyed cornball. Let's talk about the Kents. These people look like they're just too damn old. They look like they should have died centuries ago. And it's kind of hard coming from, you know, Diane Lane and Kevin Costner, because they had a more of a chemistry, a more of that relationship. These people feel like they're in a senior citizen home. That's what the Kents look like. And they look like they're the 10th generations of Kents because they look fucking old. And Rachel Brosnahan, I don't really know her like that, but she's an ugly Lois Lane. She has a big ass forehead. In some scenes, like that, the picture they posted last week, she's pale. Like, she's pale. There's no color to her. And she's just an ugly Lois Lane. She has the big ass. What sticks out to me is her big ass forehead. She's an ugly Lois Lane, y'all. Now, I haven't seen her in any of her movies. They're just miscast. They're ugly actors in this film.
I mean, James Gunn actually paid quite a price for his tweet joke pranks. Many of you bring it up as a reason for him being unfit to head up DC Films, right? It was brought to light. He was fired and embarrassed, genuinely apologizing for it. I didn't like the jokes, but I believe people are redeemable and understand he never was actually involved on actual acts or anything of the sort. Harsh critics, when do you just admit, for the sake of stirring up controversy, that you go too far? Is it that hard to apologize and say, well, I was out of line, just leaning into the harsh character I'm trying to play on my channel? Must you be that stubborn? You can't denounce Gunn for inappropriate humor or comments while you have no moral compass of your own. That's like Anakin Skywalker being so unaware of his surroundings that he just loses to the high ground as he sinks to a lava, melting into the moral darkness he has become.
I have the high ground! You underestimate my power! Don't try it!
This just isn't helping the Restore SnyderVerse cause and really adds nothing. It can be dangerous to go that far. Some channels are at different levels and shouldn't be grouped the same. For example, I disagree with some of my own subscribers on Tyrone Magnus getting lumped in with Snyder Bros. I have no issue where people legitimately just don't vibe with or like Superman when it's just a clear opinion. I disagree, of course, but that doesn't make Tyrone a grifter. The biggest difference with him is that his channel was huge before ever talking about James Gunn or Zack Snyder. He never needed them as a grift. He literally talks about anything and gets views because he amassed an audience that likes seeing his opinions. Specific to this DC war, let's go through a list differentiating him from the actual Snyder Bros grifters. 1. He doesn't support a boycott of the DCEU 2. He doesn't slander Gunn unfairly with innuendo on the PDF remarks, so I don't think even falls in a hater category of him. As I said before, Gunn did tweets, not actions on kids. Also, they were RT pranks in the wild days of platform, which make anyone doing a RT look like the originator of remark. That gets lost on some. 3. While he's a Snyder fan, his solution is running parallel universes where both the DCU and DCEU coexist. He actually points out while he doesn't yet like the DCEU, he understands there is a fan base that does and isn't promoting to take it away. As for someone who does nearly 100% gun hate / restore Snyder content in harsh critics, here's the thing, sounding like Den of Nerds now. Yes, Harsh is getting subscribers from an exploit he otherwise wouldn't have. Nobody would watch him for his takes otherwise, so he's stuck repeating the same Restore Snyder Karen attitude nonsense. Does he believe half of what he says? I've no idea. But clearly there's a Restore Snyder segment seeking these channels as an outlet. It's tapping into a fanatical audience segment. There is an audience for it. I mostly found Harsh critics entertaining to some degree before, other than when he took shots at the Superman cast, calling Rachel and other actors ugly, or when he said the Kent parents look so old they should be dead already. Come on, man. He knew it went too far, and as far as I knew, he stopped. I just believe in free speech and opening up all sides to talk, and humor is fine, but some of that is like a guy without a filter and not even knowing what he should filter if he had the ability. The school shooter reference is just too important and high stakes in society to just casually use for engagement. Also, the idea of expecting your subscribers to go after people from another fandom is toxic. YouTube opinions and reactions are a staple of the platform. I will say this on Aaron Fischer. As far as being a SnyderVerse advocate, he found the exploit before many of these other anti-gun channels did. He also puts actual time to collect and discuss multiple stories. Is it over the top? And I disagree. Sure, though he seems to hate me now. At one point not long ago, he even said he found my videos entertaining and just wanted full video context when reacting, which I do when featuring a reaction. Although, after saying he didn't have an issue with my content before, is constantly calling me a liar over different views. I don't feel I'm taking unfair shots. I just noticed nearly every video is Restore Snyder and hate the DCU talk. Is that a lie or an observation and opinion? He calls it another DC update every video, but it's never just sharing news without shots fired on Gunn. Not an intended pun, but it's hard when someone's name is literally Gunn. Savvy, you have other guys like 4KO, who AKA is Mr. Warner Brothers for daily content.
Warner Brothers.
Hold my DualShock, who wasn't getting steady views till bashing Gunn, so they've reached Snyder channel advocate level now.
Weird.
I think it was off-putting.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird.
CS the director and Price of Reason are also in the Snyder Chub Rub Love Club that do hit jobs on Gunn and the DCU. They've made full-on communities dedicated to the man and verse they hate. talking about him more than things they support, and like, how much Rebel Moon talk are they doing?
The Nazi admiral smokes and has sex with an octopus creature through these little spots on his body. It makes no damn sense, but all right. They're like these little pleasure spots, I guess, because in the far future, this is how people want to have sex, you know? People just don't use their dicks anymore. This is the new way.
How much do they support Snyder and Cavill in other projects? I feel, while I add humor in my commentary, it's far from offensive, by the way. If you find me reacting and debunking as offensive because you're a SnyderVerse only fan that's applying your emotion into it, that's not on me. That's your personal involvement in a cult movement.
How arrogant are you to think that you deserve to go through life with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like?
It's your choice to let others enjoy Gunn and the DCEU or run around screaming hashtags like they do anything at all. 1 or 2 hashtags, by the way, would be more effective than 50 with confusing messaging. As for me, being a shill because it's out there's that I've done contracted DC work or saw conversations of mine with Robert Burnett, I just say, grow up already. People work where their interest is. And if you aren't interested in what you do for a living, well, bubs, find another job. If I was a grifter with my background, I'd simply have made a Restore Snyder Gun hating channel for quick subscribers. I'm literally just giving my opinion. A place to discuss what I see as misinformation and counter perspectives. It's debate, my friends, mixed with humor. When there is a cult, they don't realize it as they feel justified in every action. I'm just giving my view, which, contrary to belief, is not always 100%. Agreeing on every DCU decision. I'm biased towards hoping it does well, sure, but Snyder, Ryder, groupie bros are beyond biased. They are programmed zombies who will spin anything for their cause. You guys literally look foolish saying the old Forbes article was true with rudimentary math splitting the box office take in half with no breakdown, to now saying the same site in Forbes on a follow-up is false, because 150 million plus in profits for Superman hurts your fragile ego. I mean, some years and several Snyder Bro years ago, John Campea predicted what would happen if Batman vs. Superman didn't work.
Because they have to know that we've got something in place that we feel good about and solid about, that we can say with certainty this movie gets released in 2015. Because you blow this...
Oh yeah, they're not going to blow this.
But if they do, you blow Batman vs. Superman, DC Films, dead for the next 10 years. You will not recover from this. You screw up Batman vs. Superman, done. Try rebooting something in 10 years because your goldmine franchise is dead.
He got it right. To that I say, look up, not back. No SnyderVerse, no problem. If I see misinformation and have another view, I will say so. As right now it's an attack of fake info, trying to infect the fan base and even normies with no side on this. Take care of yourselves and others, super friends and friend me's, haha.
What? Yeah?
It's just a little off.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to take it apart and put it back together?
No. It was just...
You just what?
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out. I shouldn't have brought it up. Darn it, I can be such a jerk.